part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. On the option. Oh, gave the defender the business. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
How do you not respect the big fellas? This doesn't take you back in the time machine to the days when a fullback was on the field every single play. Then you're missing out, because fullbacks are awesome. They're just low maintenance. They're not divas like wide receivers. They just block most of the time, don't say much. And then you give them the football, and occasionally you get some big plays like this, and they hit somebody so hard they got snot bubbles coming out of their nose.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And the Seminoles will move the sticks.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
And the Noles are marching down the field. Got the first down and more. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, how about that? They turn around and hand it off to the big fella, and he's able to get the first down. Nice play.
It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Curl route seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers can learn from this guy right here. Come back to the ball.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida State.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. The opening drive, nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll try the run. At the 35, he's open. Oh, look out. At the 20. Touchdown, Clemson. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
In college football, you see this a ton now. And you use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
They'll run the option. Still running at the 40. Hit the afterburners, kid. At the 20. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
All right, moving forward, this defense, they better be very aware when this quarterback decides to keep the football. That's a good decision by him, but now defensively, you not only have to worry about the running back, you got to worry about this quarterback getting to the perimeter and hurting you with the speed.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The defensive front had that one smelled out from the beginning, and the fullback went fully backwards.
Nowhere to go. That's a quick-hitting play. Till you get the ball to the fullback, you're trying to get him downhill to hit somebody fast. Nowhere to go.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, it's Lang. Fires to the wideout. Ball in the air, intercepted. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
On the run, it's Cobb. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
It seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
Yeah, the fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. When you talk about the next game on the schedule, they're always looking forward to this one.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
They'll give it to the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
This offense has a second down play. Here comes the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Anytime you play this offense, the challenge is stopping this quarterback from running the ball. You've already seen in this game, he's been able to break off a few runs and do some nice things. That time, though, the defense had his number and tackled him for a loss.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking to throw, it's Lang. And that pass intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a first and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Snap it to the back. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but and he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such a great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, it puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Looking downfield, it's Lang. Zings it complete to the right. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
That's a really good-looking throw there. And I think about back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high-octane passing attack with Steve Spurrier, but every time we played the Seminoles and Chris Wenke, who, of course, would go on to win a Heisman Trophy, we knew that we were going to have to be executing at a high level. This guy right here, when he gets going and he gets into a groove, he just does not miss. He is able to light up the scoreboard for the Seminoles.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. The option look.
Nice job by the defense there, getting a stop on the quarterback behind the line of scrimmage. We know they've been burned a few times early in this game by the QB run, but we weren't going to let it happen there.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. On the option. Now the toss. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels.
And he's running in the open. Past the 20. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Tigers.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who can score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. North Texas overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Mean Green tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. On the option. And the ball is free on the pick. And the defense is going to get 2 for the safety. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. Bringing it back, it's Drake. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37.
Clemson Tigers will take over. 1st and 10.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
He's looking for a man on second down. Quickly complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Clemson is quick to the line. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, baby.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. He'll ride his man on the option. Quick toss. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The back goes in motion. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Well, this defense has to know that this fullback, he's not just a blocker, he's a guy that can carry the football as well. He went ahead and got that first down.
The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Handoff to the fullback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, that was just like trying to run through a traffic jam. No place for the big fella to go.
Yeah, that's the whole key, Reese. You can't let the big fella get some steam. So you got to stop him in his tracks right away. The only way you do that is with penetration up front.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking to throw. Buys a little extra time. Complete to the right. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. a bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Seminoles.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive, so someone's going to have to step.
Can anyone catch him? Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll throw it on first down. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Offense gets set for second down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Oh, look out, there he goes. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Clemson will come to the line with the first and goal. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. It is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement.
And that ball is picked off. Trying to take it back. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, no!
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Wisconsin dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Wants to throw on first down. Working the middle, it's complete. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Gets it out fast. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Power football with the run. He breaks a tackle. Turns it on in midfield. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense and their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Quarterback checking off. The give. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. This has been a staple of the offense at Clemson. Get those big receivers, let them make plays downfield, and it's been very effective over the years.
Yeah, and good quarterback play obviously helps, but when you got good matchups on the outside, it kind of makes the defense very predictable. Like, I got to give help. Okay, it helps.
Got some room in under the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
We know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Goes to the option. Got the first down and still on his feet. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense.
And those little chunks keep annoying the crud out of you when you're on defense. It's just putting them in easy situations, chewing up 4 to 6 yards at a pop like that. put you in a bad situation as a defensive coordinator. What do I call? Either way, priority number one, we got to stop the run.
Complete to the right. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or game tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They'll go to the fullback. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Those fullbacks are grown men. Those guys are constantly hitting linebackers and blocking the whole entire game. So when you get a chance to give the big boy the ball, it's always, and you know what it is? It's a morale boost for everybody on the whole field. Everybody gets jacked up, and he finally gets to touch the football.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's tackled at the 9-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. After run, now throw. Fires and picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball in his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Gain of 1. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Cobb. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offense a success on 3rd down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls and throws off the RPO. At midfield, he's got room. He's off to the races. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Clemson.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Now on the option. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter.
Florida State, 21.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got a wide open receiver. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
The Noles will snap it on 1st and 10. Takes the easy completion. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Well, they're throwing this ball to the running back out in flat. That's essentially an extension of a sweep play, right? But the defender there to bring him down for a gain of no yards.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. On the option. Now the pitch. Plows ahead for a pickup of 4 down to the 14. need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
Snags it, and he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. It may seem like a really aggressive call, but David, you settle for 3 there. It's like handing a win to the defense.
Yeah, and I like aggressive. Aggressive is good for offenses, and we've seen it time and time again. You get beat when you kick field goals. That's something that you look back, it's a big stat, so I like the...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
Touchdown.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Washington State was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Pullman. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Second down coming up.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback checking the play. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Quick strike complete. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Now on the move. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the 4th quarter. You got the lead. Do you want to stay conservative and run the football? Because I see the defenses, they start to get aggressive, and so sometimes you can take the other hand and take advantage of it.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a game can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They go to the ground. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. Handoff from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Those are the kind of plays in the second half you have to make. This back has had plenty of success. He's gotten a lot of touches. Now, defensively, we got to show him things are about to be different.
As they come to the line on 2nd down, ordinarily you might go up top, but they need to keep this one on the ground, keep that clock winding. Motion from the offense. Just feeds the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. The give as they work on that clock. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Secures it at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. He's going to pass. It's complete to the right. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. He's looking to throw it. He's taking the deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
The Seminoles trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Pressure coming. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Number 8.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
The clock is at 20 seconds left to play. They'll line up for an onside kick to try to pull it out. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
There is a long and storied history.